Now let us do an exercise using the verbs. You have to fill in the verbs with the corresponding conjugation. This exercise will help you to know how well you have understood the verbs and their conjugation. So, shall we start? Mettez les verbes au présent. Make the verbs in the present tense. Now, nous dash le fromage. In the bracket, the infinitive form is given. So, nous, we have to fill the conjugation for aimer for the nous conjugation. So, it is an ER verb. Do you remember what is the conjugation for nous? For an ER verb, what is the rule to conjugate? We would remove ER and replace it with E for je, ES for tu, E for il, E for L, and for nous it is ONS. So you would remove, so for the verb aimer, you would remove ER and replace it with ONS. So now, nous aimons les fromages. So is it easy? Once you know the conjugation, it is very easy, very simple, especially for the ER verbs, you know the conjugation. And for every sentence, when you are trying to fill in the blank, try to say the whole conjugation so that you will be thorough with no matter what subject pronoun they give, you will be able to fill in the blank. So keep practicing the whole conjugation for each verb. Now next, vous. Vous dash une robe. Now the infinitive form is avoir. So it is an avoir verb. What does avoir mean? It means to have. And what is the subject pronoun we have here? It is vous. So do you remember the conjugation for avoir? It is j'ai. For je it is ai. Tu as, as. For il, it is a. For elle, it is a. For nous, it is avons, avons. For vous, it is avez, yes, avez. Vous avez une robe. So, do you have a dress? Is it easy? Once you know the conjugation, it is very simple, isn't it? So, we'll see the next sentence. Il dash les animaux domestiques. So, what is the verb they have given us? They have given us the verb préférer. Préférer means to like or to prefer. So, préférer, it is an ER verb. So, we know the conjugation for the ER verb very well. So, let us say it once again. So, for an ER verb, how would you conjugate? You would remove ER and replace it with E, ES, E, E, ONS, EZ, ENT and ENT. Now, what is the subject pronoun we have? We have il. It is third person singular. So, what would we write? We would remove ER. We would remove ER and write ENT. Il préfère les animaux domestiques. They prefer the domestic animals. Now, finally, the last sentence. Tu dash où. See, this word où means where. So, tu dash où. Now, what is the verb they have given us? Habiter. Habiter, do you remember the verb? It means to live. It is an ER verb. So, now the subject pronoun is tu. So, we know how to conjugate an ER verb. So, what would you do? You would remove ER and replace it with ES for tu. So, HAPITES. So, these are just 4 sentences to see how well we have learned the conjugation of some commonly used verbs. So, I hope you understood. Shall we go over it once again? So, in the first sentence, the verb given was aimer. It means to like. Now, the subject pronoun we got was nous. It is an ER verb, so we would remove ER and replace it with ONS for the nu conjugation. In the second sentence, whose dash avoir. For the avoir verb is conjugated for vous. Do you remember the conjugation? Yes, it was avait. A-V-E-Z. So, vous avez une robe. The next sentence is il dash les animaux domestiques. The verb given was préférer. Préférer means to prefer or to like. Now, it is also an ER verb and the subject was il, which is third person plural. Therefore, we will remove ER and replace it with ENT. And finally, the last sentence, tu dash ou. The verb given was habiter. It is an ER verb. So, our subject pronoun was tu. Now, how would you conjugate an ER verb for tu? We would remove ER and replace it with ES. Was it easy for you? Once we know the conjugation of the basic ER verbs and other important verbs like avoir, être, prendre, it is very easy to fill in these blanks.